All right, now that we are secured, I have shaken up and opened up our gesso. This is something I picked up in the clearance rack at Michael's, but you can find white gesso at Michael's in the fine art section. This is level 3 grade, which is a professional grade gesso. So I'm going to use even up here, this nice thick mount. We're just going to put some on here. Why? Because although the wood has enough tooth, I want to go back in with pens and detail it more, and a gesso finish on the wood will keep the ink from bleeding with the grain of the wood. Instead, it'll stick more with the flat surface, because this kind of seals the paint in. It's almost like how when you're doing stuff with your painting your walls, you use that Kills paint as a primer. This is a good primer. I'm not saying that gesso is Kills. It's not by any means. Just saying it's an undercoat, if you will. And I say by that means they are similar, but they are two very different products. So please don't use one to replace the other as a saving of cost, because using gesso instead of using a primer would be a faulty endeavor in the wrong context. So now that I am now legally covered, welcome back to the project, everybody. We are just laying down some gesso on the exterior here. Once it's done, I'm gonna flat black it, and then I'm gonna come back in with metallic dimensional paints and give this some texture. I'm gonna go for a very gothic look, because we got a skeleton and a top hat, and I'm thinking that the top hat, tie, and tuxedo combo are gonna be like a deep crimson red, something very visceral, very gothic, if you will. And then I'll put some highlights in his bones, if you will, bleach him out, and make it look super poppy, so that everything complements nicely. I want this, since it's going to be on display in the store for quite a while, to look cool. I'm anticipating it being on display for at least the next 2 months, because it's Halloween decorations, and right now it's only July, so you figure they should be in the store for quite a while. They shouldn't go to clearance that quickly, hopefully. That's why the boss said she wants us to decorate them this week, so that we can maximize sales. If we sell through them, they'll send us more. If we can sell through them, we can keep selling them, and then our store looks really freaking cool, and people are looking me up locally, and then maybe I get some commissions on the side, and then I can breathe a little heavier and not worry about it, because my oxygen's paid for, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying, get on my level. So yeah, we're about 1/3 the way there. Not quite a Bon Jovi song yet. There you go. That's our halfway point right there. Again, just doing a light coating. I don't have to be too crazy. Making sure I sealing the grain, but It also takes the burnt edge from the engraver or the CNC that cut these out. The AI that made these boards, I'm going to say that real quick, the AI that makes these has been making these for Michael's for a very long time. We just didn't call them AIs because they were just, a machine. No, they're all AIs now. You know what I mean? Like, you program it, but that's exactly what a CNC is. Everyone's been getting upset over nothing. We've had them for years. It's not Skynet. Not yet. sadly, this is all that's going to get done tonight because I have to be up early tomorrow. So I take the dogs for another walk in the park before the sun comes up like full blast. I really did have fun doing that today. It's not just a ruse. I'm not just posting these things online saying that I'm enjoying the fuck out of my life right now. I hope you're doing the same with yours, you know? Alright, the skeleton is now gessoed too. There we go. I knew Big Red was a good idea. By the way, Big Red's the name of my brush here. That's a thing. That is a thing. I used to name my brushes. I have a fine liner. It's my first fine liner actually, and it's called Stubby. And he's gotten me out of a lot. I love that brush. I retired him. He still exists, but I didn't throw him out. But I only pull him out for special occasions when I'm painting glassware, because he's got the perfect grip. We don't carry that line at Michael's anymore. It's something we carried a long ass time ago. And I don't care to just look them up online and find them online. I have found them. You know, there's other brushes. I've moved on. You don't go backwards. We only go forwards. You face forward. You face the possibility of shock and damage. Kevin Smith. Mallrats. Wise fucking words to live by. Just saying. Just saying. Kevin had a hand in my upbringing. He doesn't know that, but he did. I watched his movies with some people that I probably shouldn't watch them with. Like during COVID, we watched them with our kids. Made them watch Mallrats. My daughter lost interest. I was disheartened. My son was totally locked in until he passed out. So there was that. But I'm suspecting marijuana may have been involved there with like maybe an edible I didn't know he took. That would make sense.